Hello, OpenGov has been live on Kusama for a few months already and it will be soon deployed also on Polkadot, so now I'm gonna show how to participate in on-chain governance on Kusama and vote on referenda and proposals with your KSM. After the recent pretty messy community vote on Arbitrum, where ARB tokens were distributed before the referendum finished and before the proposal was approved by the Arbitrum community, the significance of community participation in OpenGov on Kusama and later on Polkadot grew even more. Unlike on Arbitrum, on Kusama, once voting ends, then this enactment period follows, which serves as a fail-safe measure, and then all approved proposals are automatically executed. This self-explaining meme from Robert Habermeyer says it all. On Arbitrum, the community can only hope that the developers will execute and implement the changes the community voted on, so there is a strong need for trust involved. While on Kusama and soon also on Polkadot, once the result of the referendum is determined by community voting, the transactions are executed automatically. The nature of majority of people is to truly start appreciating good things only when something bad happens, which is what happened to Arbitrum community. So the Arbitrum governance issue only reinforced how brilliant Kusama's open governance is, so thank you very much Arbitrum. I think participation of the community is especially needed in voting on Treasury proposals that request funds from the Kusama Treasury. All Kusama Treasury proposals are available for anyone to review before the voting goes live. Treasury proposals are first submitted for discussion on Polkassembly. So each Treasury proposal has its own discussion where the community can access the full proposal, ask additional questions, request changes to be made in the proposal, and overall to review the vision of the proponent in terms of what will be the requested funds used for and how much US dollars worth of KSM the proponent is requesting from the Treasury. Here I would like to let you know about my Treasury proposal that I am planning to submit on-chain soon. With my first proposal, I'll be requesting funding for my Cryptozilla channel for 4 months. The discussion on Polkassembly is now open. You can use the link in the description to come here to review my full proposal. You can read about my vision, about my channel, and also how the requested funds will be used. And in the discussion you can ask me any additional questions and share your suggestions. I will announce in time once voting on my proposal goes live. And now how to vote with your KSM. First off, and I can't stress that enough, voting on proposals is very easy and user-friendly. So please don't let yourself be put off by the fact that voting on-chain referenda might sound a bit complicated. It's not. First, how to vote through Polkadot.js portal. Under Kusama network, go to Governance tab and select Referenda. Scroll down to see all ongoing referenda. Let me pick for example this referendum. In this one, Kusama community is voting on the Treasury proposal submitted by .cast. This particular proposal has been submitted within so-called medium spender origin that allows to spend up to 3,333 KSM at once. You can learn more about each proposal by clicking this arrow. Down here you can click this Polkassembly link where you get to review the full proposal and the related discussion, and the voting for this proposal will be going on for 9 more days and 10 hours. At this moment the proposal is not passing since it currently has 46% of approval, which is the ratio between ayes and nays votes, but the closer to the end of the voting, the lower will be the required minimum percentage of ayes votes for the proposal to pass. Eventually 50% approval, meaning at least 50% of ayes votes, is the required minimum for each proposal to pass. To vote, click Vote. Here select your Kusama account for voting, and here is your voting KSM balance. Select either aye or nay, depending if you support the proposal or not, and here enter the amount of KSM you want to vote with. And now this concept of conviction voting comes in play. With conviction voting, you can increase your voting power by selecting for how long you are willing to lock your KSM. So if you select 0.1 conviction multiplier with no lockup period, your KSM voting value will be multiplied by 0.1. So if you vote with 1 KSM with 0.1 multiplier with no lockup period, you will eventually vote only with 0.1 KSM. So this means your KSM will not be locked for any additional period once voting ends, but your KSM will still remain locked for the rest of the voting period, which is shown here. If you select multiplier 1 and vote with 1 KSM, your voting power will be 1 KSM and your KSM will remain locked for 7 days after the referendum ends. If you select conviction multiplier 2, your voting power will be 2 KSM and your KSM will remain locked for 14 days. So this conviction voting is a mechanism allowing every KSM holder to substantially increase their voting power by locking their KSM for a longer period. You can read more about conviction voting in this Kusama guide. I'll leave the link in the description. So as long as your KSM is locked, you cannot transfer it and you will need to wait for the lockup period to end. However, you can reuse your already locked KSM for voting in another referendum, and you can also stake all your KSM that you used for voting, so you can use the same KSM again and again for voting in multiple different referendums. So now once you entered KSM value for your vote and selected your conviction and lockup, click Vote, Sign and Submit and sign with your wallet. And under your accounts you will see your KSM that you used for voting as locked. Voting using Nova Wallet is even easier. At the button click Vote. Here select Kusama OpenGov. Here are listed all currently ongoing referenda, so click the referendum you want to vote on. Scroll down and click Vote. Add the amount of KSM, let me add 1. Then I select conviction multiplier, for instance 1, which means my vote will have the value of 1 KSM. Note that Nova Wallet is showing the total locking period, including the time until the end of the voting. So with multiplier 1, I would lock my KSM for 16 days and 13 hours. With multiplier 0.1, the locking period would be 12 days and 6 hours. I will stick with multiplier 1, then click either Nay or A. Here is the overview of your vote. Most importantly, in the middle, check your vote, KSM value and conviction multiplier, then hit confirm and sign. And on the top of this vote page, you can see your total locked KSM in governance and also how many days till the end of locking period. You will have to unlock your KSM once locking period expires. So this is how you can vote on proposals on Kusama, the future development of Kusama and then also of Polkadot, and the use of Treasury funds is fully in hands of the community, so please don't underestimate your voting power, use it actively and wisely. Thanks for watching and liking, and have a great day everybody!